It may be the case that Ant McPartlin is back on the sauce again. This could be bad news for everybody. Or maybe it's just the case that he referred to someone as the thing that they once was for a very long time that they are no longer currently being. That could be the answer as well. I don't know. Maybe it's just a very simple mistake that doesn't really matter that much. Or, as some people might think, those of the virtuous nature, that he is actually the spawn of true evil. I don't know. It's up to you to decide, I suppose. Sam McPartlin is accused of misgendering Caitlyn Jenner during filming. These days, even just some sort of slip of the tongue is considered an act of violence, I suppose. So Caitlyn Jenner is already becoming the shining star of this year's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Wouldn't be surprised if she wins. As the 70 years old, good God, Olympian has turned into the de facto mum of the group. Compose myself. We're only a few days into series 19. 19 of them! Why is this show still going? But there's already a rumbling storm of controversy in the jungle. While viewers undoubtedly know Caitlyn's past and transformation into the woman she is today, the issue of her gender is still a talking point for some. Case in point, hashtag Bruce Jenner and hashtag Caitlyn Jenner were both trending on Twitter during the first episode. Now Ant McPartlin has been accused of misgendering the Keeping Up with the Kardashians favourite as he. Alright, okay, we're reaching a bit here. This is from a website called Student Points or something. Well, it's pointless. Okay. Keeping Up with the Kardashians favourite. Before I get into the rest of this, this gives me a good opportunity to just express my feelings on this, on Caitlyn Jenner as an entity. Okay, this is some nonsense. Keeping Up with the Kardashians favourite. Now, I was no avid viewer of this show, but I do know enough about the whole clan and the whole, the rise to fame of most of the people involved in that show, as many of you will be also. Think about this. Can we address the badly made up, bad driving elephant in the room? Okay. Caitlyn Jenner, who has, quoting someone else, is a ridiculous person. Because she is. Or he is. I don't care what you want to say. Here's the fact of this whole shit show. You are Bruce Jenner. You're the Olympian of your generation. You are more God than man. And then you find yourself later in life on this reality TV show being completely outshone by these vacuous nobodies that don't have any real talent. And you're like, I was a fucking superhero at one point. Every man of every persuasion wanted to be me. They all wanted to be me. I was a superhero, a living, breathing, real life superhero. And I am the least popular and the least bankable person on this TV show. Really? Me? So what'd you do? How do you outshine? How do you outmaneuver all those vacuous non-entities that you call your family? Especially in this day and age. I'm not saying that this is the reason that Bruce Jenner did it in the first place. Maybe not 100%. But I do genuinely believe that the whole Hollywood culture is so fucked and so immoral and so completely out of touch with reality that you will do all kinds of weird things in order to gather attention. Because here's a very good example. Is people, when they really reached the bottom of the barrel, when they're like, I have no more options, instead of doing something more honourable or an honest day's work in their life, they would choose to be dropped off in the middle of the jungle with a bunch of other Z-list celebrities and be subjected to complete ridicule. I mean, to reduce themselves to this level of entertainment. Do you know what I mean? To just demean themselves by being dropped into a bucket of blood and maggots, or eating kangaroo dicks, you know, or having snakes shoved up their asshole. Think about it. How much money are you going to do that shit for? I won't do it for nothing. Okay? So it's a very good parallel with the existence of Caitlyn Jenner as far as I'm concerned. Because think about it. Even the name Caitlyn Jenner, how would you usually spell Caitlyn? I'd usually spell it with a K. Like Kate. Caitlyn. Okay. Now I know there's many different variations. You can, you know, like the Welsh spelling of Kerry is spelled with a C instead of a K. But look at the rest of that clan and how their names are spelled. Excluding Kim, they're all K's. Kris Jenner is K-R-I-S. Courtney is with a K. Okay. Chloe is with a K. How many Chloes with a K have you met in your life? Or Courtney's with a K. Kim is quite simple. Okay. So think about all that with all the K's, and you choose to call yourself Caitlyn with a C when you transition to a woman. This is just part of the theory. And then what happens? And then suddenly you are the bravest woman on planet Earth. That's right. You are Woman of the Year. Bruce Jenner was a woman for about 6 months of that year, I believe, and was named Woman of the Year. That means you are the best woman of women, and you've you've spent the majority of your life as a man. So much so that who did Caitlyn Jenner beat to be Woman of the Year? Yes, that's right, Malala Yousafzai. I don't know if you're familiar with Malala Yousafzai, but she had half her face shot off by the Taliban for daring to speak out about equal rights for women. That's right. She wasn't Woman of the Year, though. No. The horror show of a pantomime that is a family like the Kardashians. It's the father from the show. That's who's going to be Woman of the Year. And you don't question it. You're not allowed to question it. Everyone just cheered and clapped. Oh, how brave, how wonderful. What a step forward for humanity this is. Because you're all brainwashed, vacuous idiots yourself. You have so much worship for celebrity culture. You are just so used to being force-fed this consumerist fucking nonsense. You're just spoon-fed bullshit day after day, and you dare quit, and you'll never question it. You just clap along and smile. This is great. That's it. That's what level you've been reduced to. You know, you're no different from the desperate little idiots that go on this TV show. You'll be stood at the foot of Mount Olympus because all the gods are there with their Instagram filters and whatever, and they'll piss on your face, and you will drink it like it is the sweetest champagne you've ever encountered. Like it's, you know, like whatever. I can't remember what the best year for Cristal is. I would have loved to have just rolled off my tongue and you go, oh, how impressive. I don't. But it's that Cristal. Go look it up. That's the one. That's what you think the piss is. Now, you think that piss is the best thing you've ever drunk. Because your mind has been numbed to stupidity. You don't question the motives of someone who is that hungry for fame. Someone who apparently has made major leap forwards for the LGBTQ community and so forth, but doesn't believe in gay marriage and believes in a traditional matrimony. That's right. That's this person. Interesting. That's that person. The person who, as soon as they transitioned into woman, declared themselves a lesbian. This person. The person who possibly may have taken Young Thug's actual advice. There's a quote by Young Thug. He's interviewed and he says, if I'm going to go to jail, I'm going to get my tits done and my pussy done so I can go to girls' jail. Well, where was Brucey headed before he got his titties and his pussy done? I leave it up to you. Because we'll just clap along and just say yes, how brave, how wonderful, as if there's nothing weird going on here, as none of this has been done for about, it's nothing to do with attention, it's not a ridiculous show of just of preposterous nonsense. No, it's a brave leap forward, apparently, the whole thing. Like whatever any sort of mega celebrity does is apparently very virtuous and noble and wonderful. What all corporations do is very virtuous, wonderful and noble. What your favourite politician does, the one that you would dare hear anything bad said about them, what they're doing is brave and noble and wondrous. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot at the end of the day. Yeah, it's time you stop being an idiot, isn't it? Isn't it? You know, we all need to. Okay? It's tough love I'm giving you right now. But let's continue. When Caitlyn claimed she was still milking her Olympic win 45 years later, Deck impersonated her with an American accent and said, it's great, isn't it? And then accused of adding, he's good. That's what everyone's outraged about. Yeah. I'm outraged about the fact that Caitlyn Jenner can swan around and just be some sort of bulletproof person as if they aren't a ridiculous entity, and doesn't really expose the fact that we've all been sucked into ridiculousness. But, you know, no one's listening to me, I suppose. Posting on Twitter, it didn't take audiences long to pick up on the host's potential blunder. Great. And to live TV talking about Caitlyn Jenner, he's good. On a show where people are eating kangaroo dicks and having snakes shoved up their assholes and dropped into buckets full of bugs, you know, eating God's precious live creatures for your entertainment. This is what pissed you off. This was the most disgusting thing you've ever seen on this show. You know, not the fact that humans are degrading themselves to such level that we've fucking taken a step back 2,000 years to Roman times. No, that's all fine. This is all fine. Yes, all right. Okay, that's fine. Oh, he's good. Oh, yeah. No, it's Scottish Lucy Lockett. And Caitlyn is a she, not a he. Well, everything is subjective, my friend. Elsewhere, there were a few raised eyebrows when Ant and Dec asked about Caitlyn's ball skills. Finally, Joel Dommett caused a stir when he called Caitlyn a guy and expressed his surprise that Jenner and James Haskell didn't win the challenge. Yeah, well, two athletes, so Caitlyn and James ended up in Snake Rock. I can't believe that the two fittest guys, you know. We're supposed to be people. Can't we say guys, like, isn't guys inclusive anyway? Hey guys. Hi guys. Who cares? And let's face facts. His Olympic achievements were when he was a him. She has not achieved anything. So you cannot say her Olympic achievements, because no. As Alison Hammond and John Barrowman tried to move the conversation on, like, oh my God, like he denied the Holocaust, viewers expressed their annoyance at the throwaway comment. Disappointed and angered by this comment tonight, can't believe ITV2 didn't brief their staff on trans issues and how damaging comments like this could be before allowing them to present. Lazy and disrespectful. No, you're lazy and disrespectful. You're literally watching the biggest toss on television. You're consuming this entertainment like you think it's... I mean, what is this? What kind of a human being are you that thinks it's entertaining to watch people at the, really at the bottom end of their career, desperately trying to regain some sort of fame because of their narcissistic tendencies, reduce themselves to eating kangaroo dick and having spiders wedged up their vaginas? You're a disgusting person because you find that entertaining. I don't find that entertaining at all. I think it's disgusting, and I always have done. I've never liked that kind of shit. People call me a scumbag. You are a disgusting person. Move on. I was really disgusted to hear Joel refer to Caitlyn Jenner as one of two fit guys. This is absolutely the wrong terminology. Misquoting someone's gender is not now or ever socially acceptable. Well, Virtue Signal of November award goes to Leon J. Leon, don't take the high road. You watch a program on ITV2. Anyone that watches ITV2 hasn't got a moral bone in their body. So you, jog on. As if Joel Dummett referred to Caitlyn as a guy live on air. Well, he did. Who cares? Again, married. You can't be virtue signalling when you watch ITV2. It's the wrong place for you. Incredibly disappointed and disrespectful. Really? No, it's not. Do you know what's disrespectful? It's a 70-year-old eating kangaroo dick on television for fame. That's disrespectful. But no, that's fine. Caitlyn's already opening up to the rest of the Snake Rock group. How hard. After an emotional fright and trip to the Bush Telegraph, Jenna spoke to her fellow contestants what it was like transitioning from being known as Bruce to Caitlyn. She told the celebs, "I thought I was going to transition before I was 40. I didn't want to be an old chick, but this is the latter 80s, and I never felt like I fitted in anywhere. I was trying to figure myself out, running around town." Okay, well that's fair enough. But the fact is, the timing of your transitioning was extraordinarily convenient. ITV is yet to comment on the ant accusations. Yes, that's right. But he is hoping it was just a case of us mishearing what he said. And even in the end of it, they're like, well, we're not sure if we misheard it or not. Well, that's fucking great, isn't it? I mean, it's not that we're going to throw him under the bus before we even know what's going on, but that doesn't matter anymore, does it? It's like, well, I don't really know like what I heard or what I saw, but, you know, let's burn them. One fan has already gone viral over the Caitlyn tweet, but either way, Jenna looks like she is continuing to win over the British public. Do you know what? Let her win. This is the hero you fucking deserve. Or the heroine, or whatever the fuck. This is what you deserve. This is as good as it gets. This is your idol. This is the kind of person you want to look up to. This is the kind of person you think is going to make the world a better place. Shame on you. Like, seriously. Seriously. This is the level you've been. This is what you've been reduced to. This is what you've been reduced to. Think about that. This is what you've been reduced to. They did this to you, and you're happy about it. See what I mean? I've never known so many people claiming to be woke in my life who are just so asleep. It's astonishing. We're literally living in, oh, yeah, I forgot. This is Clown World. Please take me back to whatever the opposite was.